Whoa. About to fall into my damn. Okay. Hi. Okay, so today is Sunday, August the 22nd. I'm sorry. I'll be forgetting which day it is. I have to look at my calendar. But it's currently 5:09 p.m. So I'll give y'all a little update. I'm supposed to be at the pool right now, but plans got changed. I'm not even mad because I had a list of business to handle today anyway. Speaking of, I got a new haircut. I love it. This hair was like 22 inches at first, and I just feel like it was real long. Let me stand up. I just feel like it was real. I feel like it was just like real long and just unflattering at first. Like, it's some really good hair. Like, it's soft as hell, silky, and it looked like real natural with it not being like real black or whatever. And I love the closure. I didn't glue it down today, so that's why you kind of see a little lift right here. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. So welcome back. Excuse my eyebrows. I think I'm gonna get these done tomorrow. I was trying not to, but I have no choice because I look like a freaking, they be looking like caterpillars on my face. But I'm in a good mood. I just want to come and talk about a few things real quick. Number one, I just came across a new channel that I subscribed to. I'm like such a stickler. Well, let me stop looking at myself and look at the camera. I'm like such a stickler with my subscriptions. Like, I have my list of people that I'm subscribed to, and it's like I keep it at that. Like, I only want to watch their videos. Like, it's so hard for me to like come across a new page and like it enough to where I want to subscribe to where because you know when you subscribe, the videos pop up as recommendations, and it's like if I don't like all your videos or like all your content, I don't want to subscribe to you. So I found this new page. His name is Corey Jones. His page is based around basically kind of similar to my lifestyle, personal development, but also minimalism. So that's not a part of my page, and I like him because I don't know where he's based at. I only seen like one video so far, but I like him because like he's so real. Like, he showed his true personality, and I've always wanted to do that with my channel, like since I started. But anyway, so that's the new subscription. I just kind of scrolled through his videos, looked at the titles and like the thumbnails, see what type of content he had already posted, and I like the stuff that he already got in there. So I wanted to make this video today to just kind of let y'all in on something. So for one, this is gonna be more so of like the personal development part of my channel. So I'm gonna talk about my books, talk about the books that I have read, that I am reading, and I'm gonna show y'all my collection, my small collection, but it's growing. I still got a list of stuff I want to buy, but I'm gonna look at the right, yeah, I'm looking at the right area. So I'm gonna show you. Number one, I'm going to give you some information. Like, what I want to do with the books I read is, for one, tell y'all which books I'm reading. For two, tell y'all so far my main takeaways and like how they're helping me as I read them. So if you want to read them, you know, of course you have a review. And then secondly, tell you what other books I have and like the book that I'm planning on reading next. I'm not one of those people that can read multiple books at one time. I just, I don't know. I'm just not like that. So first and foremost, the first book I read on this, when I started this journey of like trying to educate myself with financial literacy, is Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm quite sure most people have heard of that book at this point. And it's actually pretty much of an easy read, with the exception of like one area when he started really talking about what he did, like the type of work he did when he was like younger. And it's like, if you're not familiar with that work, then it's not gonna be an easy part to read. It gets kind of boring at that part. But anyway, everything else super informative, super easy read. And it's like, I think it's the perfect first book to read when you're trying to change your mindset about money, or just wealth. Like, let me not say money, let me say wealth, because that's the whole point. Like, is to become financial literate so I can learn how to build wealth and not just, you know, just make money to pay bills. Like, I want to be able to make money, live comfortably, and do other things to enjoy my life fully. So something that like really, let me get out my notes so I won't misquote and I can hit y'all with the facts. Okay, so something that really just stood out for me for that book, that is like burned into my brain, engraved into my brain at this point, that really just had me to stop and think like, wow. So, and he gets into it like real early in the book. So he talks about the cash flow quadrant. There's 4 parts. So if you had like 1, 2, 3, 4, if I can Google it, if I can find it on Google, I'll put it right here. But basically, he talks about how in each quadrant is the E, B, S, and I. E for employee, B for business owner, 5 for self-employed, I for investor. So you got the employees and the self-employed on the left side of the four quadrant. So you got those 2 on the left side, and then you got the 2, the B and the I, the business owner and the investor, on the right side. So the employees make up 60% of the population. The self-employed make up 35% of the population. The business owners make up only 4% of the population, and the investors make up 1% of the population. So as you can imagine, 60-35, the left side equal 95, 4 and 1, the right side equal 5%. So you got 95% and 5%. This is the part. So this is the part that's gonna make you shooketh. So the left side, the 95%, only make 5% of the entire market. So you got the economy, and you got the market, you got the money flowing all through the government. The money that's flowing, only 5% of that goes to the 95%, which is the employees and the self-employed. So they ain't really, you know, they not what's really keeping the economy, the market really booming, you know, because it's just 5%. So as you can imagine, you start with 100, we just took out 95, that leaves with 5%. So that means the right side, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. You start with 100, you only take out 5% of the market, that leaves you with the 95. So as you can imagine, you probably already assuming at this point, the right side, the business owner and the investor, who makes up 5% of the population, is responsible for 95% of the entire market. So they bringing in the actual money. Like the reason they are able to do this is because, first of all, going back to the left side, the employee and the self-employed trade their time for their money. So real simple. You show up to do the work, you clock in to do the work. If you don't show up, if you don't clock in, you don't get the money, period. That's 95% of the population. Okay. Right side, you got the business owners and the investors. The business owner use people or systems to create their money, and the investors use money to make more money. So they're not having to trade their time. They're using systems, people, or even other money to create more money. So that's why they're able to make 95% of the market, because they're not relying on their time. They're not having to constantly, I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm actually sitting in front of my window and the sun is going down. Let me see, can I scoot over? That's a little better. Not really though. Oh, hello. I'm not sure on this side. Nah. Okay, we just gonna deal with it. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to take a little break to refresh my throat. But anyway, so yes. So that's the part that really spoke to me out that book. Like at first I didn't understand it. It took me to like really think about it, and it took somebody else who is involved in trading. The whole reason like I actually like when it actually made sense for me is when I got on the Zoom call with this one girl who was trying to basically recruit me for her course that teaches you how to do high frequency trading. I'm still interested in it, but that's not my focus right now. I'm focusing on dropshipping right now. I'm gonna hit her up after I finish, I get this dropshipping stuff up and rolling. But until then, I just got my notes and her information to contact her. But she was able to explain it in a more simple way for me to understand. Like, I already was familiar with the information in the quadrant because I read the book. So when she referenced him, I was like, okay, girl, look at you. I know what you're talking about. And then she explained it in that way, and I was like, oh my God, what? And then, of course, as you trade, you're an investor. So that was the whole point. So, like, I don't know, that just was a huge part for me that I think any person that realizes the information, like, that'll change their mindset if it's not already, like, where it needs to be or where they want it to be, like, instantly, because it's some powerful information. So, like I said, that was from Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. I don't know how to say his name. I'm gonna try to insert the picture right here too. But yeah, so that was the first book I read. Really enjoyed it. That was my main takeaway. Right now, let me grab my other one. Right now, I'm reading Think and Grow Rich. Before I read this book, though, I read a book by a woman named Rachel, I want to say Cruz. She's the daughter of Dave Ramsey. I think I've talked about him before on this channel, but if you know, you know. If not, look him up. But his daughter wrote a book, and it's called, I'm trying to look at it on my shelf. I know what it's called. I don't know. I don't have to find it. It's called Know Yourself, Know Your Money. Or is it Know Your Money, Know Yourself? No, it's Know Yourself, Know Your Money. She got into more, it was less facts and more like breaking down why you think the way you do about money, why you treat money the way you do, why you act the way you act with money. So more of the, like, not psychological, but kind of psychological, just more on the, like, mindful side of that. So I already finished that book. A main takeaway from that, I may have to circle back around because that book was jam-packed with information. Like, it took me a while to finish it. I have notes and stuff, but I think the first thing that really comes to my mind is her breaking down the different behaviors that people have with money and, like, their childhood, like how it stemmed from your childhood. So I think that's the point that, like, really made me think. I had to go back and think how, when I, like, was raised, how was money discussed in my household. And it made me realize that it kind of really wasn't. Like, yeah, I was always taught to, like, have good credit and don't, do certain things to make your credit bad and always save your money, yada, yada, yada. But reading that book, as she, like, break it down, it made me realize that I really didn't. We wasn't, like, hurting for money on my daddy's side. My mama definitely was showing her negative relationship with money to me, but we never actually talked about it, if that makes sense. So fast forward to this book. This will be the last tidbit I touch on. So as you can see, I'm not done. I'm just on chapter 4. This is where that bookmark is at. I'm about to start chapter 4. But so far, this book has been very informative and something that I have taken away from it so far, even just and the goal is to, like, give you more than one takeaway per book. I just started back doing these videos. So far, there has been 2 assignments. So you will see I have these numbers circled here, and there's another area. Pulling out my hair and shit. Let's see, can I find the other? Okay, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. This highlighted part. So the first part was instructions to basically write a desire statement. Now, this is specifically referring to money. That's what the whole, ouch. I be saying ouch and shit don't even be hurting. It's just the fact that it hit me in my eye. I'm like, obviously, Think and Grow Rich. Obviously, it's about money, and it's not Like, you could say, oh, rich could be about, oh, rich and whatever, rich and healthy, yada, yada, yada. No, this is a book about how to get some money. So the first one was a desire statement. Literally write out very specifically the amount of money you desire, how you gonna get it, what you gonna do with it when you get it, things like that. And I'll show you, I'll get into mine. And then the next one is a definite chief aim. So basically, I'll get into mine. So let me get my notes because I already wrote mine. So the whole point is, with the desire statement, the first part is to write the exact amount of money you desire. The second step is to write your plan. No, I got it mixed up. It's like 6 steps, but the actual steps, number 1 is write how much you desire. Number 2 is write what you're gonna do with the money when you get it. And it has to be basically like you put it in a way to where it's like you can't just get the money and like keep it to yourself. Like, you have to figure out how you gonna give back. Like, you need to be able to get the money in either a percentage, or, you know, to somebody else, or like something else, because I mean, it's about life. Like, you have to give to get throughout life, period. But and then the last step is to write the plan on how to get the money. I left out one part. That part is to put a deadline. Like, you can't just say, oh, I want $100,000. You have to say, I want $100,000 by August, or by September, or by February. Like, even put the year. Like, that's what I did. I put the year and the month. You can put the date if you want to, hell. But yeah. So how much money, when you want it, how you gonna get it, what you gonna do with it. The next step, when you write that down, you have to say it out loud twice a day. The author, I swear I can't talk sometimes. He recommends reading it aloud when you wake up and before you go to bed. That way, you are training your subconscious mind to believe it. Like, anything you tell your subconscious mind, like, it's going to believe it. Like, it's just walking in that path. Like, your conscious mind your conscious mind is realistic. Like, if you walk across the street, you see a car coming, your conscious mind gonna tell you, girl, you finna get hit, because you are, you know. But your subconscious mind, if you walking across the street and it's the car coming and you tell it, I'm not gonna get hit, it's gonna believe that you're not gonna get hit. That's just how your subconscious and your conscious mind work. But we can get into that in a different video. So by doing that, like reading it twice a day aloud, it's going to train your subconscious mind to believe that. So the definite chief aim. So it's kind of hard. I'll read that part because it's kind of hard to explain exactly. I'm grabbing the wrong book. It's kind of hard to explain exactly what it is. Okay, so this is in the chapter about faith. So you got desire, you got faith, and then so forth. But it says, excuse me, this is why you are asked to write out a statement of your major purpose. So you can say your major purpose or definite chief aim. Commit to memory and repeat it in audible words day after day until these vibrations of sound have reached your subconscious mind. So the exact same thing as the desire statement. He wants you to like physically write these things and then say them aloud every day to train your subconscious mind. So what I chose for my definite chief aim, I took my big 3, what I like to call my big 3 out of life, and I have 5 ultimate life goals. So I got 5 ultimate life goals, like things that if I get all 5 of those done, I am happy, I'm content, I will rest, I will retire. Until then, I'm not letting up. My big 3 is basically what I want to kind of go down in history for, what I want to be known for. Like when I die, I want them to say, I knew her for this. So I'll share those with you. I don't think I'm going to share my desire statement quite yet. I don't know, I'm conflicted. But anyway, so my big 3 is just 3 simple sentences which I use as my chief aim statement. And it says, I want to make a whole lot of money so that I can live financially free. I want to help a bunch of people change their lives for the better. And I want to create a legendary family dynamic that will carry on for generations. Now, obviously, I have plans to like actually do these things, like specific plans, but I made these statements generalized because just overall, like that's the big picture. But I can go into detail and tell you how I plan on making people's lives better, how I plan on living financially free, how I plan on creating a family dynamic that's legendary and that goes on for generations. I got it all planned. I got it all mapped up. I can tell you that. But for the sake of the statement, I kept it generalized so I can always think how I can add to it or if I need to change it. Right, so I'm going to wrap the video up right there. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. This is, you know, what I want these videos to be. This is the whole point of this channel, is to share my knowledge with you all. I just don't see a point in just showing you unuseful or providing unuseful information at this point in my life. Like, I'm not an influencer, I'm not famous, I'm not known for like nothing like that. So it's like, be as valuable as I can be. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Tune in next time.